Hey, what's up, everybody? Cold K78 with a technology video vlog. So, I don't even know where to begin. Because this is pretty much the first time I'm doing something like this. So, as a lot of you may know, a lot of my friends and family may know, I'm probably one of the biggest Apple fans that there are. And I honestly have to say that has changed most recently. Um, and it's about customer satisfaction. It's about warranties. I'm gonna kind of get into a story, and you all kind of tell me what you think. So I am very good enough to buy all these Apple products. I'm not gonna go into all the stuff I buy, but let's just say I've bought computers from them, I've bought phones from them, I've bought Apple TV units from them, I've bought the watches from them, I've bought everything. I could get tired out here telling you how much stuff I've bought from them because, like most of you, I'm an Apple fan. I've been an Apple fan probably since. I know there's a lot of you that have been Apple fans longer than I have, perhaps. I've been an Apple fan since about I don't know, 2007. Started buying their stuff in 2008. I've had a couple different iPhones and everything like that. And basically, my problems with them started with this iPhone 12. Um, Bought the iPhone 12 back in August. Okay. And you know how they have the overall battery health, and like how long it basically takes to basically deteriorate. On my last iPhone, on my 11, the battery life didn't go down to almost 96% after almost a year and a half. Okay, and that's understandable. That's okay. Well, my iPhone 12 went down to 95% overall battery life. So what that basically means is like your phone will still charge to 100%, okay? But in all actuality, it only charges up to 95%. You lose those couple battery cells really quickly. Your phone battery starts to go really, really quickly and everything. So I left it go for a while. I called Apple, bought the phone in August. The battery started diminishing in about October. Okay. So there was like 3 weeks in October where, at first it was like 99. I was like, even that's too soon for 99. Week later it goes down to 98. And then another week, you know what I mean? It seemed like there was weeks there where the battery would just go down. And all at once, the 1 week, it went down like two more battery points. So it was, eventually to where it was like 95 overall battery. So I had bought the Apple Care, okay, which I'm gonna be honest with you. I think everybody buys these warranties for a peace of mind and everything like that, and they're just like, oh, what happens if I crack my phone in a million pieces? And I don't know, like. I have a hard shell case on mine, so it's like I'm really not too worried. My basic thing was the battery because the battery's starting to go, quick as ever. So I call in Apple Care, not Apple Care. I mean, the Apple number, and I talk to a representative, and this kid basically, I told him my situation. I said, hey, look, I said. I really don't feel like going to an Apple authorized center, going out the mall, getting a replacement. I'm like, in my day, I really don't have the time, which is honest to God truth. I have a 7-year-old daughter. I have a job. I have so much stuff that I do that I just don't have the time. So he said to me, he says, okay, he says, I could probably get you a replacement. I'm going to have to charge your card for the full price of a phone. I'm not crazy about that, but I understand it has to be done. I'm like, okay, whatever, let's do that. And, send me that one. I'll send you this one back, so basically I have a phone. Do I have a spare I could use? Yes, but I mean, it's an older iPhone SE. It's not, doesn't do half the stuff that this phone does. And, technology definitely slows down after time. So, I'm on the line with this kid probably for about 35 minutes before out of the blue I get transferred over to a senior advisor. Oh, here we go. I mean, we're getting to the CEO of the company now, not. So these senior advisors, they're full of shit. I'm gonna call it like it is. So I talked to a senior advisor, and she's like, "Oh, we gotta send you to Apple authorized repair." I'm like, "What don't you understand? I just told this kid." And she's like, "Yeah, he should have never told you that. When something's wrong with the battery, you go to the store, you get it fixed." And I'm like, okay, there's a reason why I exactly don't want to go to the store, because they're going to run all these diagnostics, much like the kid did, and they're going to find out that there's nothing wrong with the phone. Basic technology is going to show you that there's nothing wrong with the phone, okay? I tried telling them, I says, there's definitely a problem within the battery. I don't think it's a software or a hardware problem. There's just, you get a bogus battery, I says, well, ma'am, can you do me a favor? Because I said, I know Apple's procedure. They will not replace a battery under the AppleCare warranty until the wear is at least 85%. Mine was 95%. And God knows from this vlog here how much longer or how much quicker the damn thing's going to go, even, as I sit here, the next couple days or months or whatever the situation may be. So the senior advisor says that, oh, I will put it in your note, because I asked her, I said, will you please put it in the notes that please replace his battery, the software stuff checked out, there's definitely something wrong. So she's like, yeah, I'll definitely do that, okay? So I'm going to be honest, about another month and a half passed, we're going to like November and stuff, and I just really didn't think about it no more, because just life happens, and there was so much going on. So I get to, I don't know, about mid-December, and I'm like, you know what, I'm finally going to take this, to see if the lady did her job. I'm going to get my battery replaced. Hey, my phone's brand new, I only bought it in August, so here we go, right? So you don't have to take your phone to the Apple store. You don't have to do that. But however, you have to take it to an Apple authorized repair center for them to even honor, your warranty, so to say. So I end up taking it to the Best Buy here in Florida where I live. So I take it there, and I get this young kid from Geek Squad, this young girl from Geek Squad. You could tell she's like a far left. I mean, you could just tell what's going on with her. I already knew it pretty much when I was in the store. So, I was telling her everything that happened, basically everything I told you guys. I talked to a senior advisor, and, they said, hey, no matter what, replace this guy's battery. Oh, we still have to do our due diligence. I'm like, okay, I understand that. So I'm sitting in the chair, I'm sitting there making small talk, it just seems like, wow, time is just really, like, what am I doing here? You know what I mean? Like, you're just running a basic diagnostics, and I end up being there for almost 40 minutes, and I'm like, oh my God, like, here we go again, like, here's more time wasted. And as I'm talking to this girl, I says, I'm thinking about just going with a different phone, I'm just thinking about converting over. Oh, why? You just haven't had luck with Apple? I'm like, I don't know, I just don't like their customer service, their whole battery thing. It seems like their batteries go so much faster, because it's like almost like they want you to buy something again. I said, the customer service I dealt with was horrible, and she said to me, she goes, well, can you really blame them? I'm like, what the fuck? You know? What do you mean, can you really blame them? And she said, well, they don't make fair wages and stuff like. I says, hey, look, I says, in this country, you should be blessed to have a job anymore, no matter what it is. You could bellyache about company policies and everything. Hell, even I did it when I was younger. I grew up. I became thankful. Like, you really need, like, I don't need to hear that stuff, And so basically, I was taking my parents out to dinner that day. They come in. They're like, what's going on? You're still in here. And, basically, I guess then the test is done. And she's like, I can't replace your battery. Apple won't let me do it. I'm like, well, what are you talking about? This senior advisor put it right in the notes. I guess she didn't put it in the notes. She didn't have, she said, the software to talk to the Apple stores like they do. And I'm like, and I'm sorry, I try to be as polite as I can. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, you're an Apple authorized retailer, but you don't have their stuff? Like, something's fucking wrong with that, And, Best Buy was close to me. I had my reservations about going to a Best Buy store. I just, you know what I mean? I really had my reservations about it. So, she's like, okay, I can't replace your battery, but, I could do an out of warranty for, and I'm like, okay, it can't cost no more than $60. I think that's what Apple charges. And she's like, $70? I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't even think Apple charges that much. So I'm disgusted by this point. I'm just like, give me my phone, just give me my phone. And I says, well, wait, what? So then I'm deciding I'm gonna get walked over. I'm like, what the fuck? I'll just give you $70. You can replace it. I'm happy. I have a good battery again. Everything's good in the world, And I said, well, can you do this now? And can I come back in 2 hours it'll take? An hour? Well, no, we got to get someone else to run more diagnostics. And I said, what do you mean run more diagnostics? So you guys already got my story about the first rep, the senior advisor, everything like that, leading me to this girl at Best Buy, which was a complete, utter joke. I wasted my time. So then I come home. It was like week before Christmas Eve. So I talk to this one rep. She puts me on with another senior advisor. She disconnects me. I'm like, God, man, if this is how a customer gets treated. So I call back again, get a real nice lady. She sends me over to her senior advisor. Okay? I mean, this guy had me want to elect him for president because I think anything would be better than we have in the White House now, but that's beside the point. But so this guy said to me, he goes, oh man, I am so sorry. Good empathy. Sorry for everything you've been through. Sorry for what you dealt with. This is going to take a while, but I can do something that I think you'll be happy with. And, I'm like, well, good, man. I hope somebody can. I mean, I've only been on this for trying to get my battery changed for a while now. I mean, I pay for Apple Care, which I can't even obviously use at this point. So, I'm sorry if I'm kind of long-winded on this. So, this is pretty much where the story comes to an end. He says that they don't normally do this, but he's going to pull some strings to a point where I'm not going to have to send back my current phone. They're just going to send me a brand new equal value iPhone 12. Something didn't sound right. I said, are you sure about this? Yes, I'm very sure. I'm going to give you my email. You contact me. So, yeah, it was going good for a while. I was contacting him. It's been like a week now. I still haven't heard from the kid. Heard from him last week, I think. I told him, I said, hey, man, I says, I got this FedEx label about returning my phone. And I'm like, you said I didn't have to. I remember you said that. And he goes, oh, yeah, just ignore that. You know, no physical payment was taken, so you don't have to send back the phone. I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to take your word. Then, you know, he's out for a few days with the Christmas holiday. I totally agree. You got to be with your family and stuff. You know, I get it. So I got to wait a little bit longer, but for good reasons. So I totally, he was supposed to be back in the office on the 27th. Today's the 28th. You know, I left the email overnight and never got back to me, and leads up to my phone call today, and I talked to another senior advisor, which I'm being honest with you, they're full of shit. If that's the highest supervisor they have, then I feel bad. I really do, because I know there's probably other people that have gone through, you know, maybe not the same problem, but similar problems. And it doesn't just have to be an iPhone. It could be their Macs. It could be their Mac Airs. It could be anything. You know, I know what I went through. I just don't want to see anybody else, you know, deal with this again. Right now I'm to the point where my friends are probably gonna laugh at me and they're gonna say I told you so and all this stuff, you know, because I'm like the biggest Apple fanboy there is. And, you know, I'm being honest with you. I'm thinking about taking another route. I'm thinking about giving, you know, the Pixels a chance. I'm thinking about giving the Galaxies a chance, you know. And, you know, I mean, all my Apple stuff's already bought and paid for, so obviously, you know, you got to keep it. I mean, I'll still use it. I mean, I boot camp Windows off it and stuff too, but I'm pretty much going to learn to be less dependent on Apple. So I talked to a supervisor who transferred me over to somebody that can give me my money back for my Apple warranty, because that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted my money back from my Apple Care because I couldn't use it. And a lot of people may say, oh, you know, you should have kept it. What happens if something else goes on? And nothing, you know, I'm not trying to jinx myself, but I dropped my phone. It's in a case. I take pretty good care of my phones. I mean, what? They're giving me my measly $159 back. I'm going to use 70 of that to go out and get a battery. Have an Apple authorized place put it in, you know, just to make sure they're using genuine parts and everything's done right. And you probably don't even have to use genuine parts. You know, you probably don't have to use a genuine battery, because I know I got a iPhone SE battery replaced for my daughter, and you know, the third party battery worked just fine, so I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem at all. You know, this lady couldn't stop apologizing. I said, I says, I don't want your apology. You know, I really wanted to tell her to shove it up her ass. You know, I just been, you know, if you guys think that, you know, I'm coming on too strong or I'm being unreasonable, that's what YouTube's all about. I'm probably going to get, you bald-headed bastard, you're stupid. I know I'm going to get that. I know I'm going to, and thank you for that, because you're watching the video. But, you know, maybe a lot of people agree. You know, maybe a lot of people are tired of this shit. You know, you buy these expensive things, and, you know, you want to have some type of satisfaction out of them. Shit, I remember a couple years ago, a little more than a couple years ago, we're going back to, like, the Samsung Galaxy S5, probably. And you had those phones for a while. You know, you didn't have to worry about the battery going, because you could pop the back off. And a lot of people said, oh, Apple went the way of you can't replace the battery yourself because the phone can't be water resistant. That's bullshit, because the Galaxy, starting with the S5, were water resistant. So you already know someone's lying. So I don't know. To kind of sum this up, be careful when you're buying Apple products. You know, I can't be a hypocrite and say that I'm not going to buy them again, because, I mean, there's going to be some things from them that's going to catch my eye. I think that I am going to give, you know, Windows companies a chance. I think I'm going to start looking into HP, Samsung again, just because you know, this has really soured me, and I've bought this insurance with all my stuff, probably being gullible, but not this time. I told them, I said, give me my money back for my Apple Care. I can't use it. So, you know what? I'm not gonna sit here and say, give me a like or anything like that, because perhaps you guys might not like this video. But leave a comment, tell me about what you guys went through with Apple. I think that their customer service is complete crap. They don't care about the customer. I even feel guilty for buying the shit, to be honest with you. These people in third-party, countries are making these things for how much you think one of those batteries cost? Probably 25 cents. I'm sure they get the products for them super cheap. They sell them for like $1,000. And you got to ask yourself, is it worth it anymore? Sure, it's a good phone and everything like that, but Apple phones aren't what they used to be. The batteries don't last that long, and I think they plant a lot of shit in this software to make the fucking batteries go fast. I really do. I really do. And as far as the senior advisors, they got a lot of work to do. They really do. Just like I told these two supervisors that I talked to on the phone tonight. I'm sorry, one was a supervisor and one was, I guess, some type of refund support to set the record straight. And, they're apologizing to me for these pricks. And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, what does that do for me? You know what I mean? How is it my problem that someone didn't follow procedure? How is that my problem? I have worked for companies in the past, which I'm not going to name any names, but I've worked for companies in the past where, perhaps I made a mistake because I'm not perfect, or other people had made a mistake, and the company had to honor the mistake. So, just ask yourself next time you buy an Apple product, you have it all in the cart, you're really excited, think about one thing. Is the warranty worth it? Are they going to take care of me? I'm sorry, guys. Maybe the old Apple did, not the new Apple. It's going to take them a long time to get my trust back. It's going to take a long time. All right, everybody. Much love. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. I hope everybody's healthy. I hope everybody's staying COVID free, and thinking about and praying for all you. And because, man, it's a crazy world we live in. So stay safe, stay healthy. This has been Cool K78 talking about technology.